As well as football coverage, there's time to reflect on the weekend's events in the ring for Michael Watson and Nigel Benn in Sportsweek after the news.
Everyone's watching Flick of the Week.
Want to kill him?
Serious?
Like film.
Oh, well, you haven't missed much. Well, actually, the cab driver is with the police.
There's going to be a murder.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
You can be sure of some great films in Flick of the Week, late night Tuesdays on Central.
A dedicated journalist must choose between his family and his career. John Getz stars in our Flick of the Week, Concrete Beat, tomorrow night at 1.
If you're prone to the occasional mishap, help is at hand. A new liquid's been launched, Surf Automatic Liquid. It has the power to remove tough dirt and stains at low temperatures, and it leaves clothes smelling fresh and feeling soft. So for outstandingly clean clothes at low temperatures, time and again, try new Surf Automatic Liquid, the new wave in cleaning.
Ask people why the Heart of England Building Society is so special, and they'll all give the same answer. If you're saving for your first home, or would like somewhere bigger, a loan for a trip down under, or investing for a happy future, there's someone else makes us special too. Heart of England Building Society.
To us, you're number one.
Now you know what an oil has to go through. Why chance anything less?
If you want to know what it feels like to drive a powerful 2.9-litre fuel-injected engine, how it feels to stop on anti-lock brakes, or what it's like to relax in leather-upholstered seats, just phone anyone who drives a Ford Scorpio and ask him.
Hello.
Oh, hello, darling. Tell me, what does it feel like to drive a powerful 2.9-litre fuel-injected engine to stop on anti-lock brakes?
Announcing a spray cleaner that can wipe out those tough targets. New Flash Spray wipes out the targets you find all round your home. New Flash Spray has the power to easily cut through grease and quickly lift ground-in dirt without rinsing. So quickly you could even catch a moving target. New Flash Spray wipes out dirt in a flash.
Hair and shape.
Salon shape. Now in even better shape. Original Sassoon. New Sassoon. Advanced salon formula. New shampoo.
Salon clean. Now more clean.
New conditioner.
Salon body. Now more cream.
New finishing rinse.
Salon sheen. Now more pizzazz.
Advanced salon formula. New from Vidal Sassoon. And now you're in even better shape.
He's got a spotty gran, a dotty mum, and a girl he's potty about. The Secret Diary of Adrian Mole, aged 13 3/4, Tuesdays at 8:30 on Central.
A few weeks ago, our own Central Weekend team looked at some of the selling methods used by timeshare companies. Tonight at 3:20, 60 Minutes looks at similar practices in the States. Now it's news time.
The Soviet Union has threatened to expel many more Britons, including businessmen, after the tit-for-tat expulsions at the weekend. The Prime Minister told President Gorbachev and his government, in spite of all the new image, you haven't changed at all. For Labour, Mr Kaufman accused Mrs Thatcher of whipping up the Cold War to justify her isolation on short-range nuclear weapons.
With only 150 Britons registered as diplomats, journalists or businessmen in Moscow, the cutbacks could affect many Soviet citizens employed by British concerns. Mr Gerasimov was clearly unsettled when asked whether the expulsion of British businessmen might have a detrimental effect on the development of the Soviet economy.
I'm happy you raised that question, and I will redirect that question to the people who have drawn up this text.
The 3 British journalists already being expelled from Moscow all deny spying. The action against men he had treated as colleagues caused Mr Gerasimov to bristle.
Are you prepared to accuse them of spying in front of the press corps?
I read you out the text. The decision was taken on Saturday or Sunday. No consultations took place with the Department of Information.
The Education Secretary, Mr Baker, with West German backing, has defeated an EEC move to force all schoolchildren under 16 to learn 2 foreign European languages. But member countries will be able to use common market cash to improve their language programmes in primary and secondary schools. The government's announced that the number of Gurkhas in the British Army is to be cut from more than 8,000 to 4,000 in the approach to the handover of Hong Kong to China. Police in Swindon, Wiltshire say they're following up a number of calls from the public after a security video of a vicious street attack was shown on ITV. A gang of about a dozen youths ran up behind 2 brothers as they walked home. Off camera, they were dragged into the bushes before one of them was then hauled back into view and beaten. Only the intervention of a passerby prevented more serious injuries. Both brothers needed treatment for cuts and bruises. That's all for now. More news later.
Now on Central, it's time for Sportsweek. Here's Elton Wellesby.
Well, here's our lineup this morning for the last show of the series. Football, the issues that continue to malign our national game, and boxing, a more elementary approach with the sport's 2 most influential figures from outside of the ring.